So next up is a supervised classification. For a supervised classification we need to define training area. So we need to make polygons with the different data classes. So to do that, first you need to add a shapefile to our data, to our project. We do that with this button, which adds a shapefile. You can just choose a file name. Alright, so let's make that our shapefile. Our shapefile needs to be a polygon type, and we need to make sure that for the coordinate system we pick the same as our satellite images, and that was this type. And we don't need to add extra fields, we can just use the ID fields in this case. So let's use this. So let's zoom in on some areas that we might want to define as data type. So let's start with the sea. So let's make a sea. So we first need to select our shapefile layer and toggle editing with a little pencil, and then we click the green blob, and then we can just start tracing features. So let's just pick a whole lot of sea. Let's go fairly close to the land so we get some shallow water pixels as well. Let's avoid adding these clouds to it, and we just right click to finish our polygon. Okay, so let's make the sea 0, and let's just keep track of our values somewhere. So I'll just keep a copy of Notepad here, but you might as well use a piece of paper. So let's make our sea 0. So that's our sea polygon. And what other classes can we see? You can see there's these sort of green forested mountains. So let's add a shape for that. So just draw a shape in it. Try to sort of capture a bit of the natural variation of the different colors in there. And let's call that 1. So 1. Let's just call that forest. And what else do we see? We have the city here. So let's trace a bit of city. So let's call that 2. And we see clear agricultural land here. That's different fields. Now let's trace some of that. Could include a river, but that's not that much of a problem. Let's call that 3. So 3. Agriculture. And what else is there? You might want to, these fields are much greener than everything else, so you might want to include that. I'll get another patch of agricultural land here. And for that we picked number 3. So just assign the same number. Trace the roads, and here's another bit of forest. Let's just trace a whole lot of it. Forest is 1. And this also seems to be agricultural land, so I'll just classify it like that as well. We'll just include some of these river traces. Agriculture 3. And we can define extra classes. We could add a class for the beach, or perhaps separate the mountains in forested hills and non-forested hills. But let's just go for these 3 classes. So we save our edits and we stop our editing for this layer. And then we save this and we take this to Saga.